Idaho Fish and Game presents Vintage Wildlife News, stories from the Great Gem State.
The sage grouse could once be found throughout most of the West. They were at home from southern Saskatchewan to New Mexico. Today, most of these birds are found in Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, Nevada, and Idaho. An average rooster weighs 5.5 pounds. He's much the same grayish-brown color as a sagebrush, from which he gets his name. When spring comes, the sage-cocks begin their remarkable mating formalities, which continue for several weeks. The stage, a barren area surrounded by sagebrush, is set before daylight. This is the booming ground. It's the parade ground, the strutting ground. Year after year, the sage grouse use the same booming ground. All dressed up in their new white feathers, the sage-cocks do their most vigorous strutting before the sun tops the hills. The cocks threaten and bluff. They challenge and fight. Their stiff white neck feathers stand out. They spread their tails into a perfect fan. They lower their wings so far they almost drag on the ground. The air sacs on either side of their necks are quickly filled and emptied. This is what makes the booming sound. The strutting of the sage grouse is a sight to behold. Sage grouse are desert birds, but they must live within flying distance of water. They eat sagebrush leaves and ants. They eat seeds and leaves of many plants. They feed on grass and the stems and flowers of plants like wild onion and lupin, rabbit brush, and spiny green bush. The sage grouse is a true native of the sagebrush plains.
This edition of Vintage Wildlife News has been presented by the Idaho Department of Fish and Game.